doing? You doing okay? Yeah? Doing okay? When I talk soft, you like to hear it, eh? You're just gonna pop down. Can you sit somewhere else? I'll pat you. But you have to go sit somewhere else, okay? Not here. Not here. Not here. Not here. Did I not pat you enough this week? Never enough? Never enough? You got your tail into the thing? How you doing? How you doing, eh? You think this cat needs a little bit of loving? What do you think? AMC. Think this cat needs a little bit of loving? AMC. Can you go over there for now, please? The cat is going gulping. I look like one of the, you know, those from the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Like I'm like, which one am I? Right? It's like the bipolar look. Okay, can you move over, please? I love you. Oh, what did you say? That if I loved you, I'd play with you more? What about me? How come you don't come and sit on my shoulder? I want you to sit on my shoulder. You want to come sit on my shoulder? I give you some food. Let me see if you sit on my shoulder. Just oy, 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 oy. Like that. Oy, oy, oy. Just sit there like a queen. I'll be the king in the chair, and you be the queen on top of the chair, checking out to see that my wires are all plugged in properly. What are we going to begin with today? Where should we begin? You know, if there's a problem or a situation, always make sure that you, if it's including two people, you must let the other person speak and try deep down inside of you to understand the differences that you may have with the other person, or to understand the difference of the situation, to understand the situation, to put yourself in that situation. Yes, there's a lot of mistakes being made out there. We all make mistakes. We all go too fast. Now, the question is, over and over and over, repeating the same mistake over and over. Sometimes people will get frustrated. I should probably save this, but I'm not. I want to start with my first design, and it's this design over here. I'm going to design it for you. I'm going to explain it to you. If there was a wheel on this, the wheel would go tick, tick here and tick, tick there. It would hit the opposite of what it is on the top. Two different Earths. Is this the moon? Is half of it the moon? Is part of it the sun? But if you take a look inside, 7 and 5, the Star of David, the cap to the top, the cap to the bottom. Usually when there's a cap and you have this design, you can create the A card from it. The A card is created with DC. Now, this one is sideways on this DC. If I would see this part over here, my V, where there's no barred line inside my V over here. So do all the letters in the alphabet have to be in order and look like, can't the R be a little bit on the side or something like that? Why can't we have something on the side? Oh my God, it's a number 3, but it's upside down. It's backwards. It's not going to be a very long video tonight. Number 2 here, live. Hey, number 1, what's up? The main thing, don't get excited and pay attention to the class. There's a class action suit. No one has any real class other than the class of what is understood between the two Samaritans. Is that the word to use? Are you still cleaning the information off your feet? Peaches, are you cleaning the information off your feet? Is that why I see this cat, this on all cats and animals, you think they're just cleaning themselves? No, it's information that came in on the vines. So they're always chasing things, possibly. So I wanted to show that this over here also says, how can we get that light a little bit doused on it? Well, we're going to design it and explain it. I'm going to have to choose a page. Okay, we're going to do it on the back of this page. Take out a pen, altered images, Oklahoma. That's where this pen comes from. And we're going to design If you want to take a look, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 7, and I'm not really sure where I should do the other. There, that's one of them. So I created it with 7. I created the number 8 because that's what the number 8 looks like, right? The thing is, we're going to go a curvature on the inside, just the way that one is. And then we're going to separate it. I'm not sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. This is that delta angle. You see the delta, and it also looks like the A has come inside up here, but I don't like to look at it as the A. Not really sure which way to put this. Half a moon, part of a moon, not really sure. So we're going to take this out. I like to do it over here. I didn't calculate anything. I just did it quick. And what I did is I made a circle. But if I don't make the circle as like in this one over here, okay, sorry, with this curvature shows me that this is supposed to be, how can I show you it? Almost like a football that fits in between. How am I going to make the, one second, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're going to have 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 6. 6. So the 6 is the cap to the 7 on the side. To 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Run it all the way down. Right? I mean, it's the letter N, right? That's what we're doing, but it's in Russia. That's the way it could be backwards. On the other side, it's the letter N backwards. One's from Russia, and the other one's from North America, right? N and N, depending on how you want to design it. Okay, so now we're going to have the other cap created over here. And I'm not going to do that inside. And my question is, if it was a football, right, the Grey Cup football or the football in the NFL, would it fit between the two sides? You see, I couldn't get it the same way as this. This is created on the outside of the number. You can see it's number 75. But also on the inside of the number, it is 52, 5275. And that represents Earth and the moon. This part over here and this part over here, I didn't do it evenly. When these two swing, maybe by the ocean, is this the moon? When this one swings, it gets both sides. If it swings one way, this will ding off of this. When this dings off of this, this one will ding off of this. So we'd have complete harmonization between the two sides of whichever the moon is in between or the sun is in between. I don't really know if that's the way you want to look at it. Okay, so this is one situation I was talking about. Right, slant the 2 or 3 or Z in angle. Right, 2, you can make the 2. You can have 2 Z's creating a 3. There's a lot of things. What do we do with it? This part over here is prime numbers up to 100. I don't have the design from this. I probably should make a design from this. There's primes all the way around. There is no prime. There is no prime between 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. There's no prime between 24 and 28. So what's actually happening if it's not prime? There's more than one. Otherwise, there's no prime between 8, 9, and 10 is no prime. And then 14, 15, and 16 is no prime. And then 20, 21, 22 is no prime. So it sets up of 3. And then all of a sudden over here, okay, on this side, there is 1, 2, 3, 4. There is 5 numbers, no prime. 3 numbers, 1 number here, three numbers here, one number here, three numbers here, one number here, three numbers here, and all of a sudden, five numbers over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one number here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers here between 32 and 36. So I'm not sure what's going on, what design. Maybe I should double this up and keep designing this to see what I can get out of this. And then again, 38, 39, 40, and then 1, and then 3, and then 1, and all of a sudden between 48, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. 48 to 52, there's no prime. The son of Earth, beta creation, the still birth of I and R. This is the cycle of the moon reflected with the electric, because I always resume to 4224 being the electric clock inside the cat, the electricity of the cat. 24 and 7 results in 6 and 7, because 7 times 24 is 168 hours, and 6 by 24 equals 168 hours. So we can bring these two elements in sync, because on the seventh day, God's rests. So we're working everything into the 628 hours broken down into the 724 hours. This is where our moon cycle would slip in, and now it slips out on God's rest, and we just spread the day out by 4 extra hours each day. Instead of having 6 days, we break down the 6 days, we take 4 hours every day, and we make the seventh day. 6 by 4 is 24, and it creates the extra day. We have between 48 and 52, and then between 54 and 58, which would be the sun, the freedom, and there's more to it I would have to explain. Then we have between 62 and 66, and then between 74 and 78, between 84 and 88, and those are your prime numbers. And one of the things I'm going to just go over very slightly is there is no prime number, okay, or there is prime number on 22. 2 and 2 is a 4, but yet 1 and 3 is 4, 3 and 1 is 4, 6 and 7 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. So all these 4s show up as prime, but not these. But what happens is the multiplication turns into a prime. The multiplication turns into a prime. The multiplication does not turn into a prime, but it turns into a prime here, 8 by 5, 40. So in each one of these categories, there is one prime when reaching 40. 7 by 7 is 49. 94 is not a prime, neither is 49. These two are prime 7. 29 is a prime, creating 58. 38 is not a prime, but 4 times 19 in the same category. 7 and 6 is 13. Okay, 67. We have a prime in 76. There is no prime. 76 is part of the prime numbers, but it's created through the spirit. 17 is a prime. It also fixates to the gateway and Mars because of its multiplication in the spirit matrix to the E world. And then 47, which is Jesus. This is all Jesus. 47 and 47 is 94. It also creates 85 in the spirit matrix. This number will recreate this one. 4 and 4, 8. 7 and 7, 14. 1 and 4 is 5. How numbers come into each other. I'm not going to do very much with this. To understand that the quarterback with the ball, his number is 1 through 9 or 10 through 19. 1 through 9 or 10 through 19. I'm not going to add them up or do much with this. I'm going to just put this away. I don't want to be here that long tonight, a little tired. Manna, air raid, bread, something to do with the ravine. I don't know. Something reverse merger, a river. The Marine says, my birth, INE, like an Einstein in Marine, okay, is telling me about relativity through Mars, and 5 and 9. Okay, resident angel of love, the M. When you have that M, you have 1000, 10, 10, 10, which equals to the sun. I love the sun because they will all have 16 expressing the half-life. Y represents the earth. Birth of my life, Marine, Army, Navy, Air Force, after the Christ. The gold in the moon, after the Christ. The 4, the Air Force. Is that through your moon? We did this one yesterday. I don't want to talk about this. Oh, here is something else. Okay. Two suns. You know what? I put my pen in between the two papers here. On one side, the sun comes out. On the other side, the sun comes out. And we can call it the backdoor sun, the same sun to the two sides. In this scenario here, I'm going to take you into a minute. Let me read this. Spring has sprung. Mother Nature knows the seasons. The red-breast robin flew last week. First signs of spring. Can't fool Mother Nature. She knows what time it is. Who controls the weather controls the world. How is 47 Jesus? Jesus. 10, 5, 19, 21, 19, 40, 59, 69, 74, or 47. It works out to Jesus, cross, time. This numeric value, I can do many things with it. I can turn this into the matrix by adding up 4 and 4, 8, 7 and 7 becomes 5. Or I can do 22 for life, 11, 11. So this would be Jesus. You can also call him 11, which is also part of a numeric value that will relate to God somewhere else. I don't remember how, but God is 26 / short count of 17, 7, 6, and 4. 7, 6, and 4. This is supposed to be an O because we're not supposed to count the O in God, so it would be 7 and 4, again, equaling to 28, the cycle, and 11. I can minus the 11 equals to the 17, and this is one of the 17s in God. Beast, government, 47, Christ, my full name at birth, 74 in Chaldean. I think TACPANS is also 74. This design over here, okay, is nothing to do with my doing. It has to do with the obligation, 7, 4, and 1. The void of 7 in the 2 dot. The void of 4 dot and the 5 void. The 1 dot with the 8 void. So if these are on the same side or they connect to themselves, 1 and 8, 4 and 5, 2 and 7, I now connect 1 and 2 together. Why do I connect 1 and 2 together? I have to remember why I did this. There was a reason for this. And if you take a look, there's this pyramid inside. There's a cross over the pyramid. I like to call this the fox. This is the fox. Can you see the fox? That's what I like to look at as the cunning fox. There was another reason I did this. 4 and 8 is the sun. 1 and 5 is Mars. 7 and 5 is the moon. 2 and 4 is the cat. 8 and 7 is the gateway, and it is another way to say F. Why did I do it this way? There was a specific reason. 1 is inside 2, creating 3. 4 is inside 5, left over 1, creating 9. 7 and 8 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6. So when we connect these numbers together, all we end up with is 3, 6, and 9. You minus it, we get 5, 1, and 7, but I forget what the reason. There was a reason I connected these numbers this way. 2 and 1, 3. If I would have connected 4 and 2, I would get 6. If I connect 2 and 1, I would get 3. If I connect 7 and 8, I would get 15. If I connect 4 and 8, I would get 12. So that would be 6 and 3. If I connect 4 and 5, I would get 9. If I connect 1 and 5, I would get 6. If I connect 5 and 7, I would get 12. I would get 3. 3, 6, 4 and 2. I cannot connect 7 and 2 to create 9, but I get 3 and 6, 6, 9, 3, and 6, 3. over here. But again, I do not have 9. My only 9 is passing through the sun. So that's this small scenario over here. Then we have the 1 dot and 8 void, the 2 dot and 7 void, the 3 dot and 6 void, the 4 dot and 5 void, 3 dot and 6 void, 4 dot and 5 void, 2 dot and 7 void. When we create that situation, there's another situation that happens. I'm trying to look for it. It's probably not on this page. It might be on another page. Just give me a second. Okay. When you get the 3 dot and 6 void, okay, the reverse is 3 dot, 4 dot to 6 void and 5 void. The word in letters becomes love. L-O-V-E, love. This one is love in void, 4 and 5, the sun. This is your 360 degrees through the sun. Maybe we're a donut going through the sun and the sun is going around us. Anyways, in this scenario over here, what happens is this one to this one is in the 6 void, okay? The 1 reverse to the 8 void. So this becomes 3618. All I have to do is say 6 and 1 and 3 and 8. The church comes with the half-life. In this situation over here, 4 and 5, the 3 ends up with the 4 void. I'm just trying to figure out the 4 void is the reverse of the. Hold on a second. The 4 void. Oh, I'm getting mixed up here. The 5 gets the opposite of the 2 reverse. 7 void. 4 is the 3 reverse and the 6 void. So this ends up with the 3 reverse and 6 void, or this ends up with the 2 reverse and 7 void, which is over here. I'm not really sure what everything is trying to say. This is just a situation. Maybe one day I can put my head together and try to unravel what's going on. The 1-8 will end up matching with this over here, with the 6. This 1 and 8 matches with the 6 and 3. 3 void. 1-8 becomes 3 void. 1 and 6. 1 reverse 6 gives me 3 and 8 void. 2 reverse 5 gives me 7 void 4. Jesus in the moon, the sun cat. The 3 reverse 4 gives me 6 void 5. So we end up with love in this number. This one becomes love. This one, the resident angel, this is the heavens creation. This one is beta creation of the red sun. 5 reverse, 4 void. Did I get that? 2 reverse, 5, 7. Jesus. Jesus of earth through the moon, through the sun, and the spirit angel over here. So that would be this scenario over here. I was just questioning myself with the P and the N come together, creating one of the legs for the R. Maybe we can throw that out, 7 and 5 when it comes together. They talk about they come together to create the value of R. And that is the 18th letter. Not really sure if there's anything else here. We're talking about this. No. The other thing I wanted to mention was You cannot take away 1 from 6. 1 minus 6 is the same thing. Can you take 1 away from 2 away from 5? You sure can. 2 away from 5, you get 3. 5 from 2, you get 3. Can you take 3 away from 4? Here's your 3. Take it away from 4. No, you cannot. All you can take away from 4 is 2. You end up with 3. They should both be 3. You cannot take it away. You're already going to have all these 3. You're just not going to have these 2 over here. So 4 minus 3, well, you will always have 3. 3, 3. And 2 minus 5, you'll always have 3. So you always have 3, 3, 3, representing the pig's pregnancy. The reverse, totals. If we add the totals where the dots come out, see this 3 here? They're already present here. You'll have 3 5s and a 7. 1.25, the gateway. This is your memory. Memory to Mars through Venus. 51 and 52. Yo, and that becomes the student as 25th letter, the 15th letter. 12 reverse and 0, 2 reverse being Bell. Beautiful. She, creating 62 and 12. 62. This will be 14 and 60. This will create Jesus through this number. So the numbers are telling us the pigs and Jesus through the moon. This is what this scenario tells us. Not sure if we're understanding. The army stripes. Where is 0? If minus 1 was here, if I created this situation here, how would I get this situation here? When I make this larger over here, use it rectangular the same way they use the rectangular in roulette, and call this section over here 1 and this section minus 1. So where is 0? Well, 0 would be right over here. You'd have to go down, down, and to come into, I didn't design this properly. I don't like that I ruined my design. The 1, I'm not sure if I should have did it this way, the 1 and the opposite of 8, or if I should have did the 1 and 8 void to get over to 9. If I would have did 1 here, and let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what I'm doing with this is 1 is this over here, and your 1 is in the 5 section. That 1 is in the 5 section. That's Mars, area 51. The 5, middle to all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. We start again on this side over here. We get 1. We have 30 and 1, 31. The separation over here. 1 plus 3.5, 8 minus 3.5. 2 plus 2.5, 7 minus 2.5. 3 plus 1.5, 6 minus 1.5. Mars, Earth, Electric Company. Then we have 1 and 6, the opposites of each other, coming from the cube. The cube is the gateway. You have 2.5. You have Earth. You have 1.5. You have Mars. You have 1/2, and you just have, I'm always using that as spirit or energy, just trying to separate the two sides here. Understanding names of the big cities, they might have something alter realities to it. Here is the Vega card, somewhere down in Hoover Dam. Hoover Dam, down below, something's hidden there, something sacred. Thinking and looking. I have that design, tick-tock on the clock. and this design over here, the left side of the piano, we can take it this way or flip them around the other way. I'm not really sure what we should be doing with this design, but these are the corners of the decks of cards. I think if you look at the old Egyptian sculptures, you might be able to find this maybe a little bit more inside and have this design somewhere. I'm not really sure how it's supposed to look. I've seen it before somewhere, and I also maybe can relate it to the deck of cards on the kings or the picture cards. Anyways, I wanted to keep it short. Fox is 666. Yes, 216, 666. That is our birth. The diameter of the moon, the fox, the trench hole. Love, yes, the name of my cat. My number pattern on Fox. Well, I really never did a number pattern on Fox because it all ends up in the same area. I'll just make a big black dot, right? I can probably take the word Fox and design something out of it. Oh, there's a lot of people decoding everywhere because for what reason, I don't know. Yes, cuckoo clock. We just have to know that there's more of a truth than the underlying of what we are taught, what we are told. There's our alternative realities that either is deemed as warlocks and witches. They would either call it cults. They would call it terror. They would give it all kinds of names to justify something that they don't want to exist. Something that they don't want to exist. One, two, three, four is 10. Therefore, 9, 8, 7, 6. 9, 8, 7, 6 is 30. So the opposite of 10 is 30. Creation day 30. Opposite is 10. 1 and 3 becomes 7 and 9, and that is your gateway. Reason for that is if I have a 0, I'm going to put a 6 in its position. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I'm going to take it easy. Don't know if I'm going to come back. Not sure if I went too quick, but sometimes when I can't fully explain, I tend to just ramble through it and let it go. So I want to say Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. 216 is also something to do with the Mayans. Try to figure that out. 1.5 times 144 minutes in a day, or 1440, is 2160. I think 216 goes into the calendar of 25,920 in the Mayans. And the Aztec Mayans, one of the pyramids, 5184, is also 17 and 21. 17 times 3 equals 51, and 28 times 3 equals 84. And that is one of the pyramids, and it's the cycle, okay, of Q, Mars, and the sun of Pluto. Raphael 7286, the constellation of Pegasus. Look this up. 5184 in a pyramid. Let me know. Thank you for watching this video. 1440 is 88. Yes, something to do with that. The day and 88, they connect together. Purple, Pegasus. 88 times 10 is 880. 880 and 560 is 1440. 44 by 20 and 28 by 20. Space on the moon. 8 and 1. It becomes 8 and 1, resident angel. It becomes 8 and 2. It becomes 1 and 2. Anyways, okay. Thank you for watching the video. Peace. Maybe one day when I take a little bit more time, I'll say it a little bit slower. We can all get involved. It's late, tired. Again, no excuse, absolutely none. Thank you for watching this video. If you don't know my email, if you want to try and set something up on Discord, anything else, 4 by 360. 88 is 4 by 360. 4 by 22. I sort of think I know where you're going at. The day is cut into 4 parts. The day, if you want to go around the day, 4 times 360 is 1440. So 1440 in a day is actually 4 parts. You can look at it that way. 88 is 4 by 22 or 8 by 11. I like the 4 by 22. It tells me something else. 1440 divided by 88. Okay, can't calculate. Thanks for watching. 4 by 360. Put a link to 4 circles. If I link over 4 circles, I lose the 360 to 320 if I remember. And it'd be 4 by 320 is 1280. But also, let's try and remember when I spoke about 7 days of 28 hours or 6 days of 24 hours, maybe when we created that circle, we took the day and we started here. We took the day and we started here. And instead of going around the circle, we went this way to create the 24. And then we went up this way to create the other 24. So we didn't go around in the first for a full circle for 28, but the moon does. And the day goes around here on a quarter moon to create the 24-hour day, meaning this part here equals to 4 hours. And this part is found on the 9 and the 0. And that is your birth, also representing January, representing quarter moons, which quarter represents Earth, and quarter represents 15 Mars, according to time. 4 times 15 is 60. Okay, I'm épuisé, burnt out. Vesica Pisces, is that what it is? Well, okay. There's a football in between. Let's play ball between two. There's a lot of designs. There's a lot of truth out there. A lot of truth that we don't know yet because we become, what is it? Whatever it is, we're now put into a different category. 50-50. 50 you have to remove. You don't use the V in 50. In 80, we do not have to add on a TY like in 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90. But in 80, we don't have to add the T because it's already there. And in French, 80 is not like any other number. Sorry, 81, because we do not use the letters ET, meaning and one. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you, Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a bullfrog.